Hi, in this video we're going to show you the proper way to stretch a scalene muscle that causes trigger points. Hi, Dr. Jasper here from wizardofhealth.net. The scalene muscle, there's about 3 different sections of this muscle. So when you stretch, you can't just hold one position for this. So that's why when we're going to do this stretch, I'm going to show you the different angles that you can use. The stretch is very dynamic, which basically means you're going to be holding your head in one direction of the stretch, but you're going to rotate your head in different positions until you feel something. And once you feel that stretch there, you want to hold that for a few seconds and then move on to the next spot. The problem with neck stretches or any other stretch is that we always think we're going to hit that stretch with one angle. Now with the scalene, we got 3 different muscles in 3 different directions. So we can't just hit it in one angle. We need to hit it in multiple angles. And here's how you do the scalene stretch. You can do this sitting and you can do this lying down also. But what I find out is I find the sitting one usually works the best because you're able to modify it a lot more. For some people who can't do it sitting, try the lying down one. It may work best. Again, everybody is different, but 80% of the time I find the sitting one works the best. So the basic way we get around to stretching the scalene muscle is that we're going to stretch the muscle on this side. So to stretch this side, what I want you to do is I want you to stretch your head to the opposite way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to this way, and now I'm going to be stretching one part of that scalene muscle. But instead of holding this position, what I want you to do is rotate your head towards the same side, but you're still going to continue stretching in that direction. So as soon as I stretch into that direction, I may be able to feel one of the other scalene muscles. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to gently rotate our neck, but we're going to still stretch in this direction, but we're going to rotate it down this way. And now I'm feeling it in a different spot. I'm going to still stretch in this direction, but I'm going to rotate my head here. Now I feel a little bit in the middle. Now I'm going to keep this stretch and I'm going to start turning my head. Now I'm going to feel a little bit in the front. So as you guys can see, my angle of stretch is one direction, but what I'm doing is I'm putting my head position in different positions as I continue to stretch in that direction. And what's going to happen is you're going to feel it in different muscles on the front of the neck on this side. Whether you're hitting the scalene muscles or hitting the sternocleidomastoid or whichever muscle it is, it doesn't matter. All you got to know is keeping your neck here, hitting it at different angles, and finding out that one spot, if it hurts, if that's a spot that you feel like, hey, I really love to stretch this area, it feels kind of tight, it kind of feels good stretching this, hold that spot for about 30 seconds. Now, the most important thing about these stretches is you got to treat the trigger points first. If you treat the trigger points and your pain starts going down, then you start the stretching program, and all of a sudden, you start getting a little bit more aches and pains. I want you to stop the stretches. Go back doing the trigger point therapy, and then go back into the scalene stretch. Some people go up from the trigger points to the stretch, they come back to the trigger points, they go back to the stretch, starts hurting, they come back. They keep doing that about 4, 5, 6 times until they finally stretch and they find out, hey, okay, now this feels good. So if it's not feeling good the first time you stretch, don't get discouraged. Go back to the trigger point treatments. If you need any more information on how to do strengthening, stretching programs, how to find trigger points on the scalenes and any of the other muscles, go to wizardofhealth.net. And we have dozens of articles and videos there to be able to give you the right information you need to help you with your trigger point pain. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.